We begin this half hour with an alarming amount of illegal drugs being uncovered across Michigan, and the problem getting worse.
According to the feds, 275 people die every day from a drug overdose. Authorities in Metro Detroit working around the clock to clean up the streets.
In Belleville, the Metro Narcotics Enforcement Team wrapped an investigation into methamphetamine sales this week. The team finding 435 grams of methamphetamine, 105 grams of fentanyl, and several firearms. A 40-year-old man is in custody.
Authorities say fentanyl and meth are among the biggest problems. 7 Action News reporter Kiara Hay going in depth to find out more about the issue that's hurting so many communities.
Officials with St. Clair County says their drug task force is working in overtime, performing multiple raids a day, confiscating pounds of drugs, and still their problems with meth and pills persists. Around 7 p.m., meth and crack cocaine were taken from a home near downtown Port Huron on the 1300th block of Military Street. An hour later, and just 2 minutes up the road, another drug bust with more meth and troublemakers.
I expect it to continue to be a busy summer.
St. Clair County Sheriff Matt King says in 48 hours, the drug task force performed 4 raids, 8 in the past 2 weeks.
Right now, our biggest issue is methamphetamine. It's been a problem for some years, but over the last year, it's become probably our biggest drug problem.
We're on pace for another over 100,000, 104,000 overdose deaths, unfortunately.
Brian McNeil with the Drug Enforcement Agency says people dying from drug overdoses are on the rise, and one of the main contributors is fentanyl, a deadly powder often found in pill form, and they continue to pop up across Metro Detroit. Earlier this month, Sterling Heights confiscated 20,000 fentanyl pills during a traffic stop. Sheriff King says much of the meth they seize is laced with fentanyl. His department now using a lasered TrueNarc machine to test before they touch.
So we know what we're dealing with.
And there's another looming issue.
Drugs bring a myriad of crimes along with it.
The majority of homes raided also had guns. Sheriff King says each drug house was its own operation, meaning multiple players are selling large amounts of meth, flooding the community and causing potential for competition and violence. 13 bad players were arrested in 2 weeks, but their impact on the community lingers.
We definitely feel the weight of the increase in substance use and substance abuse.
Jason Morocco, a clinical social worker with St. Clair County Community Mental Health, says counselors are booked, with the department more than doubling the number of people seeking help to fight addiction.
There's been, I think, almost a 60-70% increase in the number of people receiving services since 2020.
Deborah Johnson, the chief executive officer, says they've hired close to 100 new employees to help support the growing need for addiction and mental health services in the area, and they still need more. But the staff says they are committed to guiding people to recovery.
There's help, and they can get help and they can seek help.
If you or someone you know is battling with addiction, there is help available, and we'll post some resources for you on our website at WXYZ.com. In Port Huron, Kiara Hay, 7 Action News.